rat.
Hello real gamers. Welcome to the Unreal Gamer Gaming News channel. Today's video is about top 10 most realistic upcoming games in 2023. Be with us to the end of my video. Don't forget to subscribe for the new gaming videos. Let's go to the video. Number 1. Banishers Ghost of New Eden, 1695. Antia Duarte and Red Macwraith are lovers, outcasts, and spirit hunters sworn to protect the living from the threat of the surviving spirits and apparitions. After a harrowing final mission, Antia is mortally wounded and the hated spirit she becomes one. In the cursed wilderness of North America, the couple desperately search for a way to save Antia from her new predicament. Immerse yourself in the beautiful, intimate and powerful story of two fated lovers. Enter the life of the community of New Eden as the Vanisher and solve haunting cases in a mysterious, lore-rich world plagued by supernatural creatures and ancient mysteries. Use your wits or combine the spiritual powers of Antia with the weapons of Red to defeat and banish the souls that torment the living. Challenging decisions will dramatically affect your story and the fate of New Eden's inhabitants, whether they are living humans or wandering souls. How much will you risk your oath of ghost hunting for the sake of your haunted lover? Play as both Antia and Rat and battle supernatural forces with magic, weapons and spiritual powers. Unlock new equipment and abilities to unleash the full potential of the Vanisher famous studio features. Though not meaningful and moral that affect the story, world and destiny of every character, make ambiguous decisions. Impact.
We banish them.
I shall wish you a good hunt, then. It takes a brave man to walk these wilds alone.
I'm not alone.
A bone walker.
Number 2. Death Stranding 2. Appearing after the Death Stranding 2 trailer, Hideo Kojima said the sequel's story was actually written before the COVID-19 pandemic had rewritten. When the pandemic hit, I didn't want to predict the future anymore, so I rewrote it, he joked through an interpreter. Kojima also said that in parallel to Death Stranding 2, another project that seems to be more experimental than what he was one of. His game's already the most unique open world in the last decade. I said yes.
I will hold you and protect you, so let love warm you till the morning. I'll stay with you by your side. Close your tired eyes and I'll wait, and soon I'll see your smile in a dream. Baby, don't worry, it's okay. I'll always be with you.
should have to suffer such loss. You know, I meant it when I said I understand how you feel. But if you hold on to the sadness, it'll weigh you down like an anchor.
Come meet my crew, Sam. It's time for you to hit the road and start a new journey.
It wasn't the UCA that made the final decision. It was APAC, a private corporation.
So let love warm you till the morning.
Well?
The order is gone.
Number 3. Jedi Survivor. Star Wars Jedi Survivor, the sequel to 2019's Jedi Fallen Order, will release at the Game Awards on Thursday, March 17, 2023, with a new trailer to premiere. Gameplay, several returning characters, and many new faces. This action-adventure game is coming to PS5, Xbox Series XS, and PC. Surviving Padawan Cal Kestis, along with his charming droid. Psychic BD-1 seeks to reclaim his lost lightsaber after being defeated in the battle against the wielder of dark powers. Thursday's trailer was more about gameplay than story, but Cal's mentor gives us a glimpse of Seer Junda, who shaved his head, and new mercenary ally Boda Kuna.
Jedi. Remind our friend here why his kind are supposed to be dead.
Here we go. After all we've done, the Empire has only grown stronger. Thanks, Bode. Part of the job, Gustus.
The Jedi is a threat.
Not now that we have this. As long as we fight. Hope survives.
Number 4. Reminding 2. Remnant 2 is slated for release in 2023 for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and PC. Announced at the Game Awards 2022 in a 30-second trailer, and extended version available below, the 3-player co-op shooter returns with even more deadly worlds, unique loot and terrifying beasts. Remnant 2 takes players deep into a devastated world that requires methodical, frenetic long-range and close-range combat against cunning enemies and tough boss battles, reads the game. Synopsis. Fight into battle as a lone wolf, or team up with 2 friends to face the storm and overcome the toughest challenges. The player is placed in a procedurally generated world containing bosses and weapons. Gives you a unique feel every time you run with it. A revamped archetype system allows for more character customization and better synergy when playing co-op. Unfire Games founder and CEO David Adams said, "There are so many interesting stories to tell, vicious enemies to defeat, exciting loot to earn, archetypes to experiment with, and incredible action for players to experience with their friends. I'm sure you'll be playing next year. Can't wait for." Number 5. Armored Core 6. After a long hiatus and lots of rumors, Armored Core is back. From Software announced Armored Core VI. Fires of Rubicon at today's Game Awards presentation, confirming it will be released in 2023. Other notable scenes include a burning planet and a backpack mech peering into the horizon. Little is known about the sequel outside its release window. Fans will no doubt speculate that From Software will bring a Soulsborne edge to the series following the success of Elden Ring and other releases, but that's not certain. Armored Core, after all, dates back to 1997, one of From Software's oldest and most venerable series. Historically, it was a multiplayer-oriented mecha action game with an emphasis on customization. His last run was in 2012, shortly after the release of Dark Souls. Armored Core V, the latest in the series, was an ambitious multiplayer game built around a squad of players controlling a portion of a large strategic map. It is currently unknown if Armored Core VI will go in a similar direction. No release date given other than 2023 launch window. For more Game Awards coverage, see here. Number 6. Crime Boss Rocky City. Publisher 505 Games announced Crime Boss Rocky City at the Game Awards. It's a stealth action FPS in which the player tries to become the leader of a criminal underworld in a fictional 90s Florida. It will be released on March 28, 2023. Crime bosses can be played in both single-player and co-op with up to 4 players. Voice actors involved include Reservoir Dogs actor Michael Madsen as Travis Baker, as well as Chuck Norris, Danny Glover, Danny Trejo and Vanilla Ice. What's particularly compelling is that, at least from the trailer and first screenshots, it looks like Norris is playing himself. For example, he has Norris on his vest badge in-game. Attractive. Crime Boss is his debut game developed by the Czech studio Ingam Studios. In March he'll launch exclusively on the Epic Games Store, with a console version planned for later this year.
Baker.
Number 7. The Lords of the Fallen. The Lords of the Fallen introduces an all-new epic RPG adventure set in a vast, interconnected world that's more than 5 times the size of the original game. The Lords of the Fallen is described as an epic dark fantasy action role-playing game powered by Unreal Engine 5. The Lords of the Fallen is set to release worldwide for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, and PC via Steam sometime in 2023. But gods don't fall forever. Now, after so many years, Adil's revival is on the horizon. As one of the legendary Dark One of his Crusaders, this immersive RPG experience features huge boss battles, fast-paced and challenging combat, engaging characters to meet, and deep and compelling storytelling. Travel through the realms of both the living and the dead. Is your legend light or dark? Explore vast interconnected worlds, travel between 2 vast parallel worlds in your epic quest to overthrow Adir. While the realm of the living presents its own brutal challenges, myriad horrors lurk in the nightmarish realm of the dead. Fully customize your character's appearance with a variety of visual options before choosing one of 9 character classes. Whichever starting path you choose, improve your stats, weapons, armor, and spells to develop your character into a unique playstyle. Only those who master deep and tactical combat can survive. Choose from hundreds of unique and brutal weapons, or withhold metal for magic with devastating arcane attacks. Expansive single-player experience or campaign. Alone or invite a second player to join your adventure in non-stop online co-op. Number 8. Tekken 8. Bandai Namco will bring Tekken 8, the next game in the company's flagship fighting game franchise, to Thursday's Game Awards, with fighters Paul Phoenix, King, Law, Lars, Jack 8 and Jun Kazama joining Jin and Kazai in the sequel. Announced that a dramatic and subversive new trailer hints at the story to come. Tekken 8 will feature offensive tactical-focused gameplay, Bandai Namco said in a press release, featuring dynamic and destructible visceral, screen-jarring attacks and environments. The new heat system gameplay mechanic triggers these aggressive attacks and improves your character's abilities and special moves. The Tekken team introduced his Tekken 8 for the first time at his EVO Fighting Championship Series this year. In September, the game was officially unveiled with a trailer pitting series mainstays Jin Kazama and Kazai Mishima against each other in classic Tekken fashion, but in impressive high fidelity. Tekken 8 is coming to PlayStation 5, Windows PC, and Xbox Series X. Tekken 7, the previous game in the franchise, was first released exclusively for arcades in 2015 and was introduced to consoles 2 years later. Number 9. Behemoth. Skydance Interactive unveiled a new cinematic trailer for its upcoming game Behemoth at Game Awards 2022. The trailer gave players a closer look at the game for the first time since the trailer was released in October. The CR adventure challenges players to traverse the remains of a once glorious empire using unconventional locomotion methods such as the grappling hook. The game takes place shortly after a plague hits the world, and the player faces giant monsters called behemoths. Due to the large size of the enemies, the player must not only traverse the landscape itself, but also the giant enemies that roam the wilderness. Skydance Creative, his director Todd Adamson said in his recent press release, Behemoth is the culmination of decades of work designed for players who want a deep and comprehensive experience tailored specifically for the medium. MetaQuest 2, PSVR 2, and for PC VR he plans to release in fall 2023.
Found no meaning to this struggle. But when the end comes for you, do not yield.
O10 Warhammer 40,000 Space Marines 2 Warhammer 40,000 Space Marines 2 is a third-person shooter hack-and-slash video game developed by Saber Interactive and published by Focus Entertainment. Space Marine 2 is the highly anticipated sequel to Relic Entertainment's 2011 re-release of the third-person shooter. This second game of his is in development at Saber Interactive and will retrace his Ultramarine Captain Titus' journey thanks to Primus now with bigger and more powerful upgrades. It will be released in 2023 for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series XS. Warhammer 40,000, the sequel to Space Marine, embody the superhuman strength and ferocity of the Space Marines, the Emperor's greatest warriors. There were plenty of skeletons, demons, and other monsters, as well as plenty of third-person shootouts and hand-to-hand combat. Unleash an arsenal of deadly abilities and devastating weapons to wipe out the relentless Tyranid hordes. Please subscribe Unreal Gamer for more videos of new games.